Hey guys, it's Sarah. And for this video, actually I think it's going to be a series of videos, I'm going to go through my fabric sample book collection. Now these are fabric sample books that I intend on keeping in my collection for now. So these aren't things that would be going up in my Etsy shop, at least not for the time being. So yeah. I think I'm going to air this series of videos on Fridays, and these are going to be like extra videos. Like I'll still have my Thrifty Thursday, and I'll still have some journal flip throughs and things like that that I can do while I'm not able to craft. But I thought, you know, for this series, I would do something that kind of brings me joy. You know, I've been kind of down about not being able to craft right now because of my carpal tunnel. And it's kind of got me, you know, feeling the blues. So I kind of sat and I thought, well, what kind of video can I do? I really want to keep my channel going. I love hearing all you guys' feedback and interacting with you guys in the comments. And I thought, well, what would bring me joy right now? And this is it. And if you saw the thumbnail and the title and clicked on this video, then you're down to see some fabric flip throughs. I know I will just like type in, you know, the search for YouTube. I'll just type in like fabric sample flip through. I don't know, I just love watching flip throughs of beautiful fabric sample books. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into it. I'll probably do like 4 to 5, depending on the size of them, sample books per video. So let's get started. This is like not even a whole book. Like, see how thin this is? This is just some, I say loose fabric samples because they're only stapled in. Like there's no, oh, can you see that? There's no like paper backings on these. Once you take the staples out, it's just a piece of fabric. And these are beautiful. It's called Thistle Embellishment, something like that. And it comes in this Americana color. This is from their Cozy Life collection, I think. And this one is called Bluebell. Very nice and very blue. Persimmon. This one's called Shoreline. So it just came with like 4 pieces, and they are roughly 9 inches by, oh, let's see here. 15 inches? Wow. So that's cute. And then I got this, which is like really like heavy duty, thick fabric. It's suede. And it just came in this kind of book. It's not a book, but you know what I mean. And they have these just beautiful suede colors, and it feels good. The texture is awesome. And these are about the same. These are like, I mean, if you don't count the, like the toothed edge, the pinked edge, they're like 8.5 by 14. So these I would love to make some really nice journal covers out of. I would probably trim off the pinking, I think. But yeah, I mean, it's not leather, it's suede made out of polyester. But it's so nice. Like it's thick and it feels good. And it comes in these like great colors. You know, blues and then the different greens. graphite, and mercury. That's another funny thing. I love looking at the names that they give to different fabrics, because sometimes they're really whimsical. I don't want to spend too much time on this one since it's, you know, it's just plain. But the colors, if you can see them, they're really nice. So I thought that was cool. And I do want to keep this one because I would love to make journals using that. And I think I'm going to put the ruler away because for the rest of these, you don't really need to know the size. So I have this one here. It's Anna Elizabeth Meadow. And I love the colors on these. I've got some plain ones. And then like some very upholstery weight ones. These are really fun. I would absolutely love, once my wrists are all better, I absolutely would love to do a series, and I'm gonna call it Using Up a Fabric Sample Book. And I will just take one fabric sample book and I will use it to make, I'd probably use one maybe like this size, since there's so much in here anyway. Oh, that's soft. And I would love to like make a collaged cover, then use the fabric inside the journal, and then like use the book to death, basically. Just use up the whole thing. And I have a bunch of ideas how to do that. But I kind of looked on YouTube for a while to see, there's a few videos on how to use fabric sample books. I love that. That's such gorgeous embroidery. But like, there's not a lot. I think that definitely that's something that we could use a lot more of, for people who do end up getting them and, you know, say they don't want to make a quilt. Because of course, like, or a tote bag. Those are the two most popular things that I've seen. If you get a fabric sample book, you can make a tote and you can make a quilt. Oh, this is super soft. Polyester cotton mix. And you can make journal covers. I have seen that too. So it's gonna be a little while until I can accomplish that dream. If anybody wants to take that idea and run with it, I don't mind. I absolutely don't mind. That would be so fun. And I think that, you know, YouTube could handle multiple series in that way, you know, because everybody brings their own style to their work. So I think that would be really fun. I have a ton of ideas. Let me suggest some. Like, I thought of doing, you know, kind of like a bunch of pockets using the fabric. You can do fabric flips, of course. You can do ruffles and snippets. Probably not with some of this thicker upholstery material, but when you get to like the thinner prints, like this, but probably you wouldn't waste a designed piece. But if you get like plainer pieces, you can use them for matting images, of course fabric tags, journaling cards, and then of course at the end, once you've pretty much made all of your pieces and you have scraps left over, doing snippet rolls with them, little clusters, like guys, I have the ideas. I just don't have the ability to implement. Oh, I love, can you see this? I love this one. So gorgeous. These colors. And it's just such a nice, let's see, it's 59% cotton and 41% polyester. Cotton poly blend. That's so beautiful. And the best thing about getting, especially like, you know, a sample book like this, is everything is coordinating. Everything can be used together. I think those are awesome. All right, so that was the Anna Elizabeth Meadow collection. So beautiful. This one I kind of opened up already. This was before I told myself I shouldn't be doing this, and other people told me I shouldn't be doing this. But this is like their plaids, and they have such lovely plaids. Okay, so here's something to note, right? I have heard people that are selling these point and say, look at all this extra fabric you get. It goes right up to the top. Okay, I have heard more than one person say that, and it bothers me because as someone who has opened a lot of fabric sample books, it does not go all the way to the top. As you can clearly see, you're going to get maybe, at least in this instance, you're not even going to get an extra inch. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you'll get an inch or two, but it does not go all the way to the top, not usually. I think that's probably pretty rare if you find one that does. So that PSA out of the way. Let me show you some of these plaids. And these are so soft and like flannelly. And yeah, covered in lint, of course. When you're working with fabric sample books, you are going to get like lots of lint. But I thought these were just lovely plaids, and I like plaid. Not so much this gray and yellow, but I'll even get this. So these are things, you know, you could mat like images onto these. You could use them for backgrounds on a fabric collage, like I said, like a fabric tag, I mean. Ooh, I like this green. Thyme, like the herb. Very pretty. Lovely. So I'm gonna do this one, you know, just speaking in real time. If you guys would like me to just do these flip throughs with music only, let me know. I can do that if that's what you guys want, but unless you guys say something, I probably will just do them, you know, in real time. And just, you know, a chatty version. As chatty as I get, right? These are really nice. And they tend to, as you notice, they tend to follow the same pattern, I guess. You know, you'll have similar patterns that will reoccur. They'll just be in different color families. I like some of these too, even the neutral ones. Like, can you imagine like doing maybe like a Scottish journal or something like that and using all of these beautiful plaids inside? I I do think I have some printables that I have downloaded maybe from the Graphics Fairy that had some like Scottish landscapes and fussy cuts. Those would be really cool to make a journal out of. Or maybe just like a country journal, you know what I mean? This would be really cool with plaid. Ooh, and I like this one too, with the stripes. All right. Look at this. I end up with all kinds of fuzzies all over my desk. That's okay. All right. I also have this one, Krypton Vivids by Anna Elizabeth. This is S27. I don't know, in case anybody's interested in that. Okay, yeah, no. Don't try to open it up. Okay. Look at this beautiful crane on the front in these beautiful colors. Loose threads. This is pretty. It's macaroon. I think that's the color. A lot of them will just have a number for the like the pattern or the style, and then they'll just have a color like this ember color. I think there's a lot of these in this collection. And this, oh my goodness, how lovely is that? Oh, I like that. These would make excellent, and here's the thing too. Okay, so you guys, I'm giving these tips away for free here. If you have a hard time getting, well, actually this one's not bad. This looks like it would just peel right off. But some of them aren't like that. They're stuck down pretty well, and even if you iron them, some of them can be hard to get off. If you want to skip that headache, my suggestion is just measure this to make sure that it's square, because sometimes the paper's cut in an angle. So just measure it square, cut it, stitch the top, and then just, since it's got a paper backing on it anyway, guys, just glue it in as like a pocket. Like, wouldn't that make such a cute little pocket? Either sew it directly on your page, or because it's got that, you know, great backing, just glue it in. Maybe fold over the top and put like a stitch along here to keep it nice and flat. But yeah, I think that that's really cool. That way you don't have to mess around with removing the paper backing from some of these. All right, so let's just keep flipping through. It's lovely. You get all different kinds of textures and patterns. That's neat. It reminds me of like a woven rug. That one too. That looks like that bird from the cover, like the front page. I don't know, I'm really drawn to this pattern here. It's got a lot of really nice pinks. Yeah, and that's got a great feel to it too. All right, am I still? Yeah, I'm still in frame. My monitor seems to be keeping up with me much better today than normal. I think it's because my kids are still asleep, so they're not like hogging the Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah, the Wi-Fi. The bandwidth. That's the word I'm looking for. They're not hogging the bandwidth. So. Well, that's cute. Can you see that it's got like, let me move it up to the camera. It's got like little stitches along it. It looks like, oh, what is that technique called? Is it like couching? When you do like embroidery. Oh, somebody cut a piece right here. But it looks like the exact same fabric, so that's interesting that they had two of the same. Yeah, lots of lint. These are really, really cool. I think I mentioned in another video that I did about how many fabric sample books I ended up picking up. I went up to Portland and there was a fabric store there. And they were getting rid of their whole Anna Elizabeth collection. And the distributor, the fabric rep, did not want her sample books back. So yeah, they needed them gone. And there was like a total of like 73, between that and the Kravat. I think Kravitz had, you know, they just went through their discontinued ones and weeded them out. And yeah, between the two of them, they ended up with 73 fabric sample books that needed a new home. So I said I would pick them up and take them all home with me. And now I have more fabric sample books than I know what to do with, to be honest. I have some that I'm going to be putting in the shop, my Etsy shop, but these ain't any of them. At least not at the moment. And this is beautiful Pantone by Kravat. They're blue stone. Am I in frame? Am I in frame? I think so. Okay. And this is a much thicker one. Like this is like huge. And this is glued to the one on the bottom here. But let's see. Some beautiful embroidered pieces. Oh, that sounds like one of my kids. Maybe not. All right. It's got all of these different Pantone colors in here. Let's see. Oh, this is nice and soft. Polyester Teflon finish. This is the last book for this video, guys. This is a nice, it's polyester, but it's kind of got a linen texture or canvasy texture maybe. I find that I kind of pulled out a lot of the fabric sample books with embroidery. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I just love the look and like how nice they were. I mean, and a lot of this is still, it's like, it's upholstery fabric for sure. You get a lot of just very upholstery fabric. Depending on the, yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get these apart. because this one, like the fabric goes all the way up to where it normally does, and this one, the fabric stops like right here. So it's like a very small piece. Oh, I like this. Jatani. So you've got like a lot of neutrals and blues in this. Again, and it coordinates all throughout this whole book. They all coordinate together. So you can make amazing like patchwork pieces, or, you know, you could even do like this. There's so much here. You could do like a series of coordinating journals. And some of this is Sarah Richardson fabric. It's pretty. Ooh, I like this. It does not have a name, but that's nice. That's very nice too. Cotton rayon blend. Nice. I'm worried that toward the end of this book you're not going to be able to see these very well because of the angle. So I'm doing my best. That's so nice. So many uses for these fabric sample books. Especially like it's like, you know, I was gonna say upcycling the upcycle, but I guess it's not quite that far. Like chindi rugs. If you're deconstructing a chindi rug and using that, then you're upcycling the upcycle, right? Because making them into a rug was already reusing them. And then you're reusing the reuse. But yeah, I think using these are a great way to upcycle this material that would just end up in a landfill. I mean, that's like such a deep blue. Turn it this way. Such gorgeous fabric. That's cool. That's all like stitched on like as a giant applique piece. Super soft and fuzzy. Very cool, guys. That is the last piece. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it brings you guys as much joy to see these flip throughs as it does for me to make them. I love looking at, you know, cool, beautiful fabric. So thank you guys. I'm going to sign this out because it's just about a half an hour and I didn't want to go over that. So thank you guys for watching. And I will have another one of these flip throughs for you guys next week. All right, bye.